Ready to another live reaction here at I'm Not a Coach, and we have the San Francisco 49ers against my Green Bay Packers here at Lambeau Field. This is a rematch of last year's divisional round. The kicker for San Francisco slips on the opening kickoff, and it's going to be a decent field position for the Green Bay Packers. It's going to be down at around the 33. So obviously, we're coming off of the game that has still probably not ended with Minnesota and Chicago. At one point, with less than 2 minutes left, the Vikings had a 27-16 lead over the Chicago Bears, but Chicago able to not only score a touchdown after a nice return, but they were able to get the onside kick and kick a field goal to force it into overtime. We got Jaden Reed motioning out to the right, a quick throw to Romeo Doubs, who unfortunately drops that one. So 2nd and 10. But my goodness, holy cow, man. So last couple minutes were a little hectic, but we got it going. Everything looks good on the screen. And we got ourselves a fun game, man. This is going to be a good matchup. Unfortunately, Brock Purdy and Joey Bosa will not be in playing in this game for San Fran. It's going to be another handoff, this time to Jacobs up the middle, who breaks the tackle, and it's going to be in San Francisco territory down to the 47. First down. Just a beautiful, beautiful design play, man. You had Reed coming underneath. Jordan faked the handoff to him. Jacobs gets this late delayed handoff. He makes a beautiful spin move to get past the first defender and able to get a big first down out across the 50. And we are in San Francisco territory. 1st and 10, ball at the 49. Tight end in motion to the right. Now Reed in motion to the right. It's going to be a toss, and Jacobs able to get it to near the 46. And let me turn that down before this video gets claimed. All right, we got two running backs in the backfield here. Green Bay in the shotgun, Jacobs in motion, and it's going to be up the middle. Jacobs out across the 40 down to about the 37, and that's another first down for the Packers, and they are moving it down the field here, man. Let's go. All right, Jordan under center here, single back in the backfield. We got Reed and Watson on the right. Watson now in motion to the left. It's going to be another handoff. And Jacobs this time is going to be taken down for no gain. Well, Joey Bosa may not be in on this game, but Fred Warner sure as heck is still here. And he is the first guy to get to Jacobs on that one. Trust me, man, there is plenty of talent on both sides of the ball for San Francisco. There we got 2nd and 10, ball at the 37-yard line. Quick throw to Reed, who's going to get a nice block, and he's going to be taken down at the 31. Yes, let's go. Dahlia, welcome to the chat. Go, Pack, go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's look at the Vikings and Chicago game that is currently in overtime. Let's see if that is still going. All right, we got 3rd and 4, ball at the 31. They need to get it to at least the 27. Jaden Reed in motion to the right. Jordan, quick throw, has a man open, and that is a first down to Jaden Reed down to the 25. And the Cowboys, we're just looking at the highlights, they get their fourth win of the season, beating the Commanders 34-26. It's going to be a toss to Jacobs to the left here. He's got some room. He breaks a tackle, and he gets it just shy of the 15. So that'll be about 2nd and 1 for this Packers offense that is rolling right now. Keep it going. They have struggled in the red zone. So we're going to see if those struggles continue, or can they just punch it in, baby? Sorry, man. Between the last game and this one, I am all hopped up on a lot of caffeine and a lot of football. So you might see me. Yeah, you get it. All right. 2nd and 1. It's going to be a run up the middle. Jacobs able to make a first man miss, and he's going to be very close to the first down. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and inches here. So coming into this game, Jacobs is 3rd in the NFL in terms of rushing yards. He has been phenomenal for the Packers. So 3rd and 1, it's going to be a handoff, and it's going to be a first down run for the Packers. I believe that is Emmanuel Wilson. It is. He was just barely able to get across there. That second effort just kept those legs churning, and it was able to get that extra half a yard to get it across. All right. 1st and 10, ball at the 14. And it's going to be an end around for Watson, and he's going to get it out across the 10 down to the 9. But there is a flag on the field. Hopefully it's on the 49ers, but something tells me it might be on Green Bay. We'll see what it is. It is. It's a holding call, so wipe away that one, moving back 10 yards. Dang it. See what I said about the red zone struggles here? Penalties have been a big part of that for Green Bay. Dahlia, please take some of this energy. I can't. I'm giving it to you right now. I don't know. Maybe they didn't go through the screen. I don't know. All right. 1st and 20, ball back all the way to the 24. Fakes the handoff, throws it wide open is Reed, and he is down to the 11. Gain of 13 on that one. Yeah, Reed took a shot after that catch, but he was able to bounce up. It was just a good tackle, good hit, but held on to the ball. So it is 2nd and 7. And it looks like a 49er is down the ground. That is Lenore. So catching you up on the overtime game here by Chicago and Minnesota. The Vikings are at their own at the 40 of Chicago, so this would be a 58-yard field goal, but it's only 2nd and 8. So they have the opportunity to win the game here if they can get this one a little bit closer. Come on, Chicago. You gotta do something. You gotta win it for us. Here we got 2nd and 7, ball at the 11-yard line for the Green Bay Packers. Jordan in the shotgun, finding somebody, and that's going to be to his tight end, who stays on his feet and is in the end zone. Tucker Kraft breaking a tackle and getting it in for the touchdown. Let's freaking go. Great design. Great design. Basically a tight end screen on the left side. Just waited for everybody to kind of push forward to try to get to Jordan Love, and he just nice little sidearm to Tucker Kraft, who was able to break a tackle and take it all the way to the end zone. And the extra point is also good. And the Packers just driving down the field there for the opening touchdown of this game. That was a 12-play, 67-yard drive that took over 7 minutes off the clock. Nearly half of this first quarter was taken off the clock. And we got the Vikings kicking a game-winning field goal in overtime with 2:10 left. And the Vikings improve to 9-2, and the Chicago Bears will fall to 4-7, losing their 5th consecutive game. And Eberflus's seat is continuing to get hotter and hotter. Who knows if this is a game that ends his time in Chicago as their head coach? And McManus's kick is away. It's going to be caught at about the 3 to the 20, 25, out across the 30, and he will slide to about the 32, maybe the 33. So we have, instead of Brock Purdy, we have Brandon Allen, who the last time he started was all the way back in 2021. And on top of Brock Purdy also being gone from this offense, we also have Trent Williams, who is also inactive, their number one tackle there. And that's going to be a pitch to Kittle over the middle and gain of 9 on the play. No, it was a tough one for Chicago. They fought back, man. Caleb Williams and that offense kind of woke up a little bit, but just not enough. 2nd and 1, and it's going to be batted at the line. That'll be incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. And it's going to be a false start on the 49ers. So moving them back. And obviously, Christian McCaffrey is back on this offense. So he's been a little slow for the most part, but still one of the best backs in the NFL. And it's going to be a handoff to McCaffrey to the left, and he's only going to gain a yard after cutting it back up the middle. So we got 3rd and 5. Kittle in motion to the right. 3 receivers to the right now. Pressure. Brandon Allen, he fumbles it, I think, and he's going to be taken down for a sack. And Quay Walker able to get to Brandon Allen, and that'll be a turnover. Sorry, I was about to say a turnover on downs. A quick 3 and out. Let's go, man. Let's go. And we have Jaden Reed there in the back to try to return this punt. I wish they would put Keyshawn Nixon back there, but it is what it is. And it'll be fair caught at the 19. All right, man. Packers need to string out another drive here. Need some consistency. Need to put the pressure on this 49ers team. The last thing you want to do is have this team linger. All right? Just going to put this team away for the sake of their fans and for the sake of their this game. Just put them away. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, we got 1st and 10 here at the 19. Jordan under center, single back in the backfield, tight end in motion to the left. And now we have Bo Melton in motion, play action. Jordan throws it underneath to Kraft, who's going to be good for about 3 yards. Oh, sorry, no, that's Fitzpatrick, the former Atlanta Falcon that we picked him up about a month and a half ago from their practice squad. The head coach of the 49ers, when they were asked about Fitzpatrick, he said that it was extremely disappointing because they had plans for him in the future. And it's going to be a run up the middle. Jacobs able to spin his way and gains about 6 yards. Holy cow. It literally looked like he was going to gain maybe 3 to 4, but second effort makes it a 3rd and 2 coming up. And he already has 45 rushing yards in this game. All right, we got Romeo alone to the left. It'll be another handoff up the middle. Jacobs able to fall forward for the first down and down at the 31. Just a nice little run to the right. Easy as pie. All right, 2 running backs in the backfield. Jacobs in motion. It's going to be a quick throw to him to the left. Breaks a tackle, and it's going to be good for 8 yards. There's a flag on the field. Come on. Oh, they're taking forever to sort this one out. Okay, so they're picking up this flag. There is no foul on the play. So since the pass was actually backwards, not only is it considered a run, but the ineligible man downfield does not affect the play. So 2nd and 2, ball at the 39. Up the middle here, Manuel Wilson finding some space, and he's going to be out across the 45 down to the 48. And Wilson is a guy that has been phenomenal this season, man. I wish he would play more. I understand Jacobs is the featured back. He's done so well in almost every aspect that you want him to be. But Wilson, man, he has been able to give chunks of yardage. All right, we got Romeo Doubs in motion to the left. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Manuel Wilson bounces it out to the right. 40-35, and he's going to be taken down at the 33. That is a first down for the Packers. Huge gain. Nearly 20 yards on that catch. Sorry, on that run by Manuel Wilson. First and 10. It's going to be a handoff. Jacobs able to break the initial tackle, and he might have actually gotten a yard by a miracle. It literally looked like it was going to be a loss of a loss of 3 at minimum. And he did. It's going to be 2nd and 9 somehow. Freaking Jacobs has been phenomenal, man. All right, we're in the shotgun here. Single receiver to the right. Jacobs motioning out. Play action. Jordan gets it to Jacobs, but it's going to be incomplete. A little bit too much in front there. So that stops the clock at 19 seconds left in the first quarter. All right, we got 3 receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. 3rd and 9. Pressure by Chicago, and it'll be incomplete. Not exactly sure what that was there. Because he had Tucker Kraft wide open underneath the coverage. If you get it to him, he's going to be very close to the first down, but Jordan Love just kind of just holding on a little bit too long. I think he was looking for something further down the field, but it's like, dude, the pressure is there. Just throw it away. Just throw it away. That's all you got to do. All right, so this will be a kick for Brandon McManus down at the fifth. This will be 51 yards. And it sneaks just inside that right upright. So Green Bay with a 10-point lead. Oh, did I say Chicago? Sorry. Can you tell I was commentating on another game not too long ago? But anyway, yeah, when San Fran, they sent just about everybody except for maybe 3 or 4 on that blitz. Just throw it underneath right away. Because the worst that happens is either it's an incomplete pass or he just doesn't get the first down, but you make the kick a lot easier. In best case scenario, he's able to make a man miss or just is able to get to the first down marker before anybody hits him. Sometimes you just got to take what the defense gives you. So we got 11 seconds left in the quarter here. Also, the one thing I noticed with Brandon Allen, he has a looks like his middle finger. I think it's obviously it's his non-throwing hand, but it looks like he has like a stint or like a wrap around it. So might have been an issue on that fumble on third down. Okay, they're talking about it now. Perfect. And it was a split. There we go. All right, we got two receivers on the right side. I believe the one in the slot is actually Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback. It's going to be a handoff to McCaffrey, who's going to be good for about 3 yards on the play. There is a flag on the field, though. And it is going to be a holding call on the 49ers. And that is going to be the second penalty on Pooney. He had the false start earlier in the first drive. And now he gets a holding call here. So a little bit of a rough start there for the offensive line. But regardless, that's going to take us to the second quarter here in Green Bay, with the Packers on top 10-0. Man, this Lambeau Field is packed right now. Freaking love it. Green Bay had the ball for over 12 minutes of that first quarter, man. They dominated time of possession. So we got 1st and 20 ball at the 20. Kyle Juszczyk in motion, play action, and Brandon Allen gets hit as he releases. Gets it out to McCaffrey underneath, but it's a gain of just 3. Yeah, with Trent Williams out, man, that the edges right there, man. This is a game that Rashawn Gary, Lucas Van Ness, JJ and Igbari, they need to be borderline dominant. No, I'm not expecting 8 or 9 sacks, but if they can get 3 to 4 and then a good amount of pressure, it's gonna be fine. And Quay Walker nearly intercepts a pass over the middle. Mm. Big dog, you gotta hold on to that one. Gotta squeeze it tight. Squeeze it tight. Oh no. All right, we got 3rd and 15. McCaffrey split out to the right. It's gonna be empty set here. Very little pressure. Has a lot of time. He's gonna dump it underneath, and George Kittle is good for about 7 or 8 yards, but going to be well short of the first down. I think it's going to be about 4th and 7. There we go. Hey, there we go. And it's going to be Pat O'Donnell. Not only is Pat O'Donnell a former Chicago Bear, he's also a former Green Bay Packer. I'm pretty sure he was only in Green Bay for about a year. I think that might have been the final year of Rodgers here. So yeah, he was okay. No, nothing spectacular. He punted okay during the winter, which is I think what Green Bay was looking for, but it just was never more than just okay. Even during the early season, his punts were just fine. Plus, since he was a veteran, his contract was a little bit more pricier than a younger guy at the same position. So I think that was a big reason why the Packers just decided to move on from Pat O'Donnell. There's like the commercials are like the worst and best thing about doing live streams is there's some really interesting ones. I like the food ones, but man, do they make me hungry because I do not eat a whole lot on Sunday, guys. There are times where I literally do not eat anything from basically until the end of the final game. And I was like, oh yeah, Chicago, Minnesota, that one should be pretty quick. Even if it's like a 20, 15-minute gap, I'll be able to get a quick bite to eat. Nope. Chicago decided to take it into overtime, which I was fine with if they would have won. But they did not want to. So now I don't like the Chicago Bears anymore for the rest of the day. And then probably for the rest of my life. They had me today. They had a supporter in me. And even then, even though I'm not a big fan of them or a fan at all, really, they still let me down. So 1st and 10, it's going to be an end around to Bo Melton to the right. And able to squeeze out about 5 yards on that bad boy. So Chicago fans, don't worry. They're even letting down Packer fans like myself. Taking it into overtime and losing. God. The nerve. All right, we got two receivers stacked up on the left. Shotgun, Watson in motion. And Jacobs gets absolutely blown up over the middle here. Mustafa just knifing through there. And I think that's going to be a loss of 2. So loss of 1, 3rd and 6 coming up. All right, Green Bay needs to get this to the 39 for a first down. It's going to be a false start on Green Bay. So 3rd and 11. Jordan has a good pocket. Throwing it over the middle. Hits Romeo Doubs wide open. And that'll be a first down for the Packers. Going to be inside the 45 down to about the 42 maybe. Oh, beautiful route by Romeo. I wish he would have just stayed cutting it up the field instead of trying to bounce it out, but either way, just a beautiful deep crossing route from the right to the left of the field. So 1st and 10, ball at the 43-yard line. Love looking, throwing it down the left sideline and incomplete. Yeah, it was a great route. Romeo has always been a great route runner, always solid hands. He's had a couple drops this year, but typically when you need him. Kraft in motion. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Jacobs able to fight off, I think, with his own teammate there for a gain of about 5, maybe 6. Oh, absolutely. I've never been a big fan of them like jumping back to try to get around the defender. I was like, dude, just go forward. You already have the first down. Don't try to make it more than what it is. And typically, when you try to jump back, you're thinking about so many other things. That's usually when you see a guy punch that ball out. Don't be greedy. Be smart. We got 3rd and 5. Ball just at the 38. But we do have a flag. Oh. Actually, we got a timeout on Green Bay here. So this ball is at the 38, so just kind of, in my opinion, outside the range of what you would want to attempt with McManus. We got Romeo in motion to the left, two receivers to the right, and it's going to be a beautiful throw in a tight window to Romeo Doubs, and that's a first down for the Packers. That was a hell of a throw, man. Yeah, just Romeo running a nice little, like a skinny seam route there on the left side. And first and 10, it's going to be a handoff. Jacobs able to get about 2 yards on the play. Mm-hmm. All right, single back in the backfield. It's going to be a toss to the right. And Jacobs is going to lose a yard on the play. So we got 3rd and 10 coming up here. Ball is at the 28-yard line. And now San Francisco will use a timeout. So we got 8:33 left in the second quarter. And we're going to go to a commercial break. So, I'm happy. So far, they're looking good. Still need to be able to get a first down here. 3rd and 10. The biggest reason I want them to continue outside of just being able to score a touchdown is to just take more time off the clock. Because if you can take off another 3 to 4 minutes and then score a touchdown and make it a 17-0 lead with very little time left, you're taking away so many opportunities for this 49ers team to make a comeback. So take control of the game, eat away at the clock, and take your points. Take your yardage as well. Um, 1 second here. It'll be 3rd and 10. 3 receivers to the left. 2 receivers stacked up on the right. And Jordan finding Romeo Doubs, who makes a move. It'll be a first down inside the 15, down to the 13. So, coming into this game, the Packers don't have any major injuries outside of Jair. They also have Edgerrin Cooper, who is out, the linebacker for the Packers, the rookie linebacker, who has been phenomenal for them. So those are the 2 big ones. But on the 49ers, a little bit of a longer list. They are without Brock Purdy, their starting quarterback. Trent Williams, they're probably one of the best tackles in the NFL. And we got Watson in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Jacobs, who is going to be able to squeak his way to the 10. Gain of about 3. And then on the defensive side, they are missing their best pass rusher, Joey Bosa. No, Nick Bosa. Joey is his brother who plays for the Chargers. Right? I can never keep the Bosas. They all look the same. Just big, giant, hulking dudes. Jordan rolling to his right, and he's going to be intercepted in the end zone. There is a flag on the field, so I'm just praying to the Green Bay Packer gods that was pass interference on the defense. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be on San Fran for too many men on the field. All right, so it's going to be offsetting penalties because the Packers also had an illegal shift. So, thankfully, that takes away the interception. But unfortunately, Green Bay had their own penalty, so instead of being 2nd and 2, it'll remain 2nd and 7. So, offsetting penalties, redo the down. All right. 2nd down, ball at the 10. Watson in motion to the left. What is going on here? All right, it's going to be on San Fran here. All right, so San Francisco unfortunately moved here. What was it? So even with all of that, San Francisco is still caught with 12 guys on the field. So Green Bay does get the 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 2, ball at the 5-yard line. And it's going to be a run up the middle. Jacobs able to get the first down and a little bit more. He's going to be just inside the 1. So that is a 1st and goal. If the Packers don't win, I'm quitting my So that's all it's going to take is for the Packers to lose. I don't know, man. But good to have you in here, Andrew. Hope you're doing well, buddy. All right, we got a tight end in motion to the right, single back in the backfield, and a handoff. Jacobs is going to punch it in for the touchdown, and the Packers are rolling, baby. And there's the Lambeau leap. A very quick one, and we got 6:33 left in the second quarter. And this 49ers defense looks absolutely gassed. Dude, that was a great job by Jacobs, man. He was met at around the 1 and just just extended, just kept those legs churning and just punched it into the end zone. All right, we got McManus up here, and the kick is good. And the Packers, up 17-0, have taken a 3-possession lead over the San Francisco 49ers. But Andrew, doesn't look like you're going to have to quit your job, all right? So stay doing what you're doing, man. All right, we got the kick. It's going to be caught at the 10, return to the 30, and he fumbles it. I think the 49ers got it. Dang it. Now the 49ers recovered their own fumble there. It's going to be a good return, too, down to the 35. And that was the receiver Connolly able to jump back on that one. All right, we got 1st and 10. Single receiver to the left. Juszczyk in motion to the left now. And they get it to Juszczyk for a gain of about 14. So 1st down. So we got 1st and 10 ball already at the 49, nearly at midfield. Kittle in motion, And JJ unable to bring down Allen, and he's going to just throw it away for an incomplete pass. But JJ Enikbari, man, you got to bring him down, man. You got to bring him down. All right, 2nd and 10, 2 receivers to the right. Brandon Allen looking, gets it out quickly. And that is to Jauan Jennings for a gain of about 8. All right, looks like this 49ers offense a little bit more comfortable moving down the field here. We got 5:22 left in the second quarter. Quick snap. It's going to be a run up the middle, and McCaffrey, I was going to say got the first down, but there is a flag on the field. And it looks like the 49ers false started, so they're going to move him back 5 yards. So 3rd and 7 coming up. All right, we got McCaffrey splitting out wide to the right. So an empty set for the 49ers. Sending some pressure, quick throw, and McCaffrey able to extend for the first down, gain of about 9. And it's going to be a handoff, double reverse. No, it's a throw from Allen to Debo, who's going to have a lot of blockers, and he's going to be inside the 20 down to the 18. So they pitched it to Debo, who was running from the left to the right. He gave it to number 14, and then number 14 gave it back to Brandon Allen, and then finally Allen throwing it to Debo. So we got 1st and 10, single back in the backfield, Kittle in motion to the left, and it's going to be a toss. McCaffrey able to get it to the 16, a gain of 2. All right, we got 2 receivers to the right here. Quick throw, and that's going to be to Jauan Jennings, and he's going to be just shy of the first down. Got it to the 9. All right, we got 3rd and 1. And that looks like it's going to be a false start on the 49ers. The center, sorry about that. The center basically just went before everybody else. All right, so we got 3rd and 6 coming up here. Coming into this game, from what I remember, actually, no, it was the 2 guards who were just shot forward. But coming into this game, the 49ers are not a highly penalized team. I can't remember their exact ranking, but I'm pretty sure they're in the bottom 5. So, we are at the 2-minute warning. So when we come back, it'll be 3rd and 6 for the 49ers. This game is flying by, man. We barely hit a little over an hour. So it's looking good. The 49ers do get the ball to start the second half. So if they can score a touchdown here and then score a touchdown to open up the half, this game could really become very close. But I think Green Bay will get a chance before the half here. They just need to be smart with the ball. All right, looks like we are back here. Here we got 3rd and 6, 2 receivers stacked up on the left. Some pressure by the Packers, but a wide open George Kittle, and he's going to take it to the 5 for a first down. There's a flag on the field as well. So the penalty was on Green Bay. So even if Kittle wouldn't have been able to catch this ball, it would have been 3rd and 1. All right, 1st and goal, just inside the 5. It's going to be a handoff, and McCaffrey is good for about a yard down to the 4. clock is under 90 seconds left here. '49ers coming out of the huddle very late. 5, 4, 3 seconds left. And we got a throw out of bounds. So that'll be 3rd and goal. That does stop the clock at 1:05. All right, we got George Kittle on the left, Debo and Jawan on the right. And it'll be caught for a touchdown. George Kittle over the middle. It'd be nice to say if it wasn't so frustrating. That was the rookie Evans. Just for some reason was just all of a sudden moved to his left. There was nobody to cover there. If he would have just stayed in the middle, I think it would have made it a little bit more of a difficult read for Brandon Allen. So the touchdown for the 49ers and the extra point makes it a little bit closer here in Green Bay. All right, so Green Bay, 2 timeouts here. Depending on their field positioning coming up here, they might want to push this ball down the field, see if they can squeak out a field goal. So we got 102 left in the first half. Moody's kick is up, and it'll be out the back of the end zone. Green Bay will start with the ball at the 30. All right, we got two receivers stacked up on the left. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Jacobs able to get past the initial line, and that's going to be a gain of 8. Packers are very quick to get on the line here. Less than 45 seconds. Another run up the middle. Jacobs able to break it off. Keeps his feet. He's going to be out across the 50, down to the 48, and gets out of bounds as well. Stopping the clock with 36 seconds. Jacobs is having a freaking game, dude. Even his 1 to 2 yard runs, he's usually making a guy miss. All right, officially out at the 49. 3 receivers to the left. Just don't turn the ball over, please. Jordan looking deep down the field, has a man open. No, he drops it. Watson drops it. He was going to run into the end zone. Jordan put it right on him. Oh, God, that hurts. Oh, God, that hurts. How? Why? Please. No. Dude, it was perfect. The throw was perfect. Watson, you got to catch that, dude. Anyway, play action. Jordan looking down the field, takes a shot, has a man open, and it's going to be... Dude, that has to be PI. How is that not PI? Trying to get it to Bo Melton. Dude, how is that not... So to me, that should have been pass interference, but it is what it is. So 3rd and 10, ball all the way back at the 49. 23 seconds left. Jordan has time, throws it down the field, and it's going to be nearly intercepted. Don't like that. So 15 seconds left, and the Packers are just going to punt the ball here. Low driving kick here, and breaks the tackle, breaks another, and he's going to be down to the 25. 4 seconds left for the 49ers here. Most likely they will be taking a knee and heading into halftime. Why are we going to commercial break? Come on, guys. There's 4 seconds left. I guess the NFL needed to squeeze in one more commercial break here. Man, dude. Watson, if he holds on to that ball, he is likely just running into the end zone. He had 4 yards on the nearest defender. Oh my God, dude. And Jordan put it right on him, dude. It was a perfect throw. Perfect throw. All right, we're back from the commercial break here, but and they kneel it down, and we are headed to halftime. Alrighty. So far, this game, not bad. Packers were moving it down the field. They scored on each of their drives, or I should say, all of their drives. The defense held it to 7 points, which is what you want. But man, dude, that drop just kind of leaves a little bit of, you know, just once again, the potential of this offense has been there all season. But it's just those little things, the penalties. And actually, no, Green Bay didn't score on all their drives. They punted it once, I believe. But anyway, once again, the potential has always been there, but it's just the penalties and the drops. Right now, they are leading the NFL in drops. I think coming into this game, they had almost 20 or at least exactly 20. So, yeah, it's just so close, dude. They're always so close to just being what you want them to be, and you know that they're capable of, but they gotta clean it up. And we're late into the season. This could be just the team that is what they are, and they'll get better next season, things like that. But right now, if they want to win a Super Bowl or compete, truly compete for one, I think they are still a step or two just behind some of the elite teams in the NFC. Detroit Lions, the Philadelphia Eagles. I think they match well with the Vikings. I think what the Vikings are good at, the Packers are good at stopping, and vice versa. But still, they got to be able to overcome the Lions, the Philadelphia Eagles, teams like that. But the good thing is, in this first half, they have been able to run the ball very well. That's going to be great for them to be able to win this game and to be able to just stay ahead. And two, their passing game is there. It's just a little bit here and there. The holding calls, the false starts, the drops. That's really what's keeping this offense from just exploding. But what they got to continue to do is basically do a lot of what they did in this first half. Run the ball effectively, stay in manageable down and distance, and then just minimize the mistakes. And then on defense, continue to stop the run. You've been doing that well. And then don't allow Kittle and these receivers to just eat up yardage, especially after the catch. It's one thing if you give up an 8-yard catch, but if you're allowing that 8-yard catch and then allowing, 3, 4, more yardage after that, that's what kills you. So drive to the ball, get them down, and on top of that, you got to get pressure on Allen, man. The fact that you got no sacks, except for the one fumble, is slightly disappointing. And there hasn't been a significant amount of pressure on there. There's been, maybe a handful of plays where the pressure, you could tell Allen needed to get it out. Try to either throw it down the field or just dump it away. But most of the time, man, the pressure has just not been there. So that's disappointing, especially with Trent Williams down. Hopefully the Packers can kind of get something going here in the second half, get a little bit more pressure. Their coverage, I think I said it even when the kind of season was starting. I think the biggest weakness was going to be not the safeties, the corners. The corner depth is just not there in Green Bay. When you had Jair as your number one, when he's healthy, is one of the better guys in the NFL, one of the top 15, potentially top 10. But after that, you got Carrington Valentine, a 7th-round draft pick he played very well last year, but you can tell that he is limited, at least right now, as a player. After that, you have Keyshawn Nixon. I've talked about Keyshawn. I love his tenacity. I love his playmaking ability. But when he is not able to do that on a consistent basis, which he doesn't, he's usually a guy that is giving up the first down, usually. Like I said, he's a smart player, great tackler, great when he's down by the line of scrimmage especially. And he makes some great heads-up plays sometimes, especially in coverage. But man, dude, you can see that he is a guy that is not meant to be your number 2 or number 3. And then you have Eric Stokes, who has, at this point, this is probably his final year in Green Bay. They didn't pick up his 5th-year option. And on top of that, his play has not warranted a second contract or even a 1-year contract, in my opinion. I think Packers are just better off just letting him go and, signing either a free agent or potentially drafting multiple players at the position. But yeah, like there's talent there, but it's just the overall depth and the overall quality is just not there where it should be. So the secondary, in my opinion, very dedicated by the safeties. They are the ones that are going to be able to minimize a lot of the explosive plays, and the corners just have to hold on. That's what they got to do. So what the 49ers have to do is hopefully just lose. That's what they really need to do. For my sake, they just need to lose. No. They got to get McCaffrey going on the ground. He has been stifled for most of the game. He's only had maybe one run where I can remember him going off for more than just 3 or 4 yards. I might be wrong. There might be a second or third one, but wasn't very, very big. I like what they're doing with the receivers. Jawan Jennings has been able to really find space. The yardage that they're getting is not massive, but it's the separation. So they're making it easy for Brandon Allen to be able to find a target and he can feel comfortable with. The coverage is not very tight. And I think that's on purpose. I think Green Bay is trying to play this smart. They're trying to let the stuff underneath happen, but they don't want to be so tight that they, if a guy trips or slips or stumbles or something, that it doesn't become, a 8-yard gain doesn't turn into a 60-yard gain. So I think that's what they're doing. But yeah, continuing to do what they do. Stay in manageable long and down in distance. Stay ahead of the chains. Get your 3 yards is what San Francisco needs to do. And defensively, I would say get more pressure on Jordan. I think if you can get pressure on Jordan Love, you're going to end up forcing him into throws that he doesn't want to make, or he ends up just, that ball just gets hit as he throws. We've seen it in this season that when he gets pressured, he still tries to make a play, and that's what's kind of gotten him into trouble with interceptions. So get a little bit more pressure on Jordan, stop the run. That's probably the biggest one. if you can start stopping Jacobs and forcing Jordan to really shoulder a lot of the offense, you might have a few more opportunities to get your hands on the ball. So, yeah, that's what both of these teams have done and what they need to do in the second half to be successful. All right, guys. So we got a couple more minutes here before we start in the third quarter. Before that happens, I am going to make a quick run, so I will be right back. Stay tuned, everybody. All right. Welcome back, everybody. We got the third quarter coming up here. So San Fran will start with the ball here in the second half. Hopefully, Green Bay's defense can get a turnover going on here. Not a great kick. It's going to be returned to the 30. He's got some space. And it's going to be returned for a touchdown likely here. And he's taken down inside the 9 of Green Bay. A crazy return by Deebo Samuel. There is a flag on the field, and I'm hoping that it gets returned. And it is. It's going to be on San Francisco. Woo! I've never been so happy for a flag in my life. And that was an 87-yard return before the penalty here, and that penalty came early, very, very early. So instead of getting it inside the Green Bay 10, they will start at their own 21. Single back in the backfield, receiver in motion to the left. And it's a handoff to the left here. McCaffrey able to find about 3 yards. But there's a flag on the field again. And it's going to be on Green Bay. So it'll be 1st and 5. Lucas Van Ness offsides. Fortunately, Lucas Van Ness has had a subpar sophomore season. Seems like he's taken almost a step back, which is not what you want from your first round pick. Typically, even if it's not a massive, massive jump, you would want them to definitely improve in certain areas, and he has not. His pass rushing ability has not been there. He seems a lot slower than he did a season ago. It's going to be a run up the middle, and McCaffrey getting about 7 yards, and that's a first down. Down to about the 33, maybe the 34 there. San Francisco in the eye. 2 receivers to the left. It's going to be a toss to the left. And McCaffrey able to find some yardage gain of about 5. And McCaffrey is on the sidelines. We have Jordan Mason, who his first couple games, man, he looked amazing. But then kind of trailed off towards the end here. He's got a big run up the middle here. And that's a first down in Green Bay territory down to the 47. That was a bad job by the outside linebacker, number 57, Brenton Cox, who had a phenomenal game last week against the Bears. Just completely took himself out of the play there. Did not keep his the edge, and just allowed Mason to just slip to the outside for a big gain. And a throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jawan Jennings, who was basically wide open. Green Bay is very lucky that Brendan Allen just could not hit him. There's a lot of pressure in his face, though, too. So that incomplete pass definitely by the pass rush there. All right, we got two receivers to the right. McCaffrey back in the backfield there to the left. George Kittle over the middle, and it's going to be caught by Jawan Jennings for a gain of about 3. Pass was nearly intercepted. Javon Bullard driving on that one nearly took a hold of it. I think if he would have been able to angle his approach a little bit closer. A little bit closer to the ball where it was coming from, I think he might have been able to get a hand on that one. All right, we got 3rd and 2. They moved the ball back about a yard from where it was originally spotted. Brandon Allen, pressure, and Gary unable to bring him down. And Allen able to run for a gain of about 6 there, so it'll be 4th and 2. I don't know, man. If I'm San Francisco, I go for it. Your offense finally looks like they're getting into a rhythm. You know, you haven't been able to move the ball a whole lot early, and you have a lot of playmakers, man. So I'm expecting something underneath to the outside. Yep. Underneath to the outside, and that is, was that that's going to be an incomplete pass, so a turnover on downs. And that was Xavier McKinney on the coverage to Christian McCaffrey. Beautiful job getting his hand on that one, knocking that one away. And just like that, baby, Packers offense has a big opportunity to try to extend this lead to hopefully back to 17. Dude, Xavier McKinney has been far and away the best defensive player we've had. I can't think of another player that has had consistently been one of the most productive guys on the field. Granted, he's only had 1 interception since week 5, but man, dude, he has been just creating plays, making plays. All right, we got 1st and 10, ball at the 40 for the Packers here. First possession of the second half. Reed in motion to the left. And Jacobs able to fight forward for a gain of about 3. All right, 2 receivers to the right. It's going to be a quick throw over the middle, and it is incomplete, nearly intercepted. Romeo Dobbs, it goes right through his hands, and it nearly got intercepted when the ball just popped up there. I mean, the ball was a little bit behind, but it was still well within the frame of where he should be able to catch it. That was in his frame. So we got 3rd and 7 here. 3 receivers to the right. Watson in motion. And Jordan is going to be taken down for a sack back at the 40. And that was Leonard Floyd in on the sack. That was just a great design pass rush right there. And it's going to be caught at about the 12. It's going to be a decent return down to about the 24. That is Ricky Pearsall, the rookie. There's a lot of flags actually. There's about 3 flags on the field right now, so we'll see what the call is. And it's going to be on San Francisco for holding. So definitely a disappointing drive by the Packers. Quick 3 and out. I will say this: I'm just glad that thing was not picked off. With a punt, you can deal with it. The defense has been solid for the game, but when you get the ball that close to midfield, man, you gotta make something out of it. You have to. Like I said, the drops need to stop. It's ridiculous. I just looked at the stat. That was drop number 23 of the season. It means the Packers are averaging over 2 drops per game. And there's been some games where they don't drop any, so that means a good chunk of those games are 3 or 4 drops. It's like you can't do that, man. You can't do that against good teams. You can't do that against great teams. So one thing if you drop one, that's it's gonna happen, especially in a competitive game. But the one thing that you can't do is you can't drop wide open ones. Watson, Romeo, that's like those are your number 1 and number 2 guys. Like right, we got 9:19 left in the third quarter here. Be 1st and 10 for the 49ers. Let's see where they start with the ball after the penalty. All right, they're at their own 10. So this defense needs a turnover to get this offense back on track. It's going to be a run up the middle, and that's not what you want. That's a gain of about 9 by Christian McCaffrey. All right, we got 2nd and 2. Got Juszczyk in motion to the right. It's going to be another run up the middle here, and McCaffrey able to fall forward for a gain of about 3. That's a 1st down for the 49ers. Two receivers to the right in the shotgun. Play action, and it's going to be right over the middle, and that is George Kittle with a huge 1st down against, is that Carrington Valentine? They are going to be in Packer territory. You can't give Kittle inside leverage. You can't. You can't do that at all. You can give him anything outside. I don't care. Don't give him the middle. So 1st and 10, ball at the 47-yard line. And the 49ers run it up the middle, and they'll get it to the 45. Sorry, that wasn't Valentine. That was Corey Ballantyne. So we got 2nd and 8 here. Single back in the backfield. And it's going to be a run of nothing on that one. So 3rd and 8 coming up. And we got the rookie Pearsall, who is limping off the field here. They got Christian McCaffrey motioning into the backfield. No pass rush, and it's intercepted. And that is is that Xavier McKinney? No, that's Javon. No, that is McKinney. And McKinney returns it all the way inside the 25, and Xavier McKinney with his 7th interception of the season. Oh, my God. So that throw was over the middle. It was perfectly right where it needed to be, but Deebo Samuel unable to haul it in, and it just goes right to Xavier McKinney, who was in the perfect position to intercept that ball. Deebo basically running a deep in route from the right to the left. And there we go, baby. Turnover. And both times on the last drive, it was a turnover on downs. This one, an interception. And Xavier McKinney was the guy that did both. Let's freaking go, man. Come on. It's going to be an end around to Watson, and he's going to hurdle a guy to get positive yardage. think that was either a gain of 4, maybe 5. My goodness. All right, the ball is at the 22. So Green Bay is already in field goal range, but they need a touchdown here. And Jacobs up the middle. He's going to pick his way for a gain of about 5. So 3rd and 1 coming up. Absolutely. I'm right there with you, Dahlia. All right, we got a lot of motion, a lot of guys coming back into the frame. We have Romeo alone to the right. Quick throw. And it's going to be a incomplete pass, but I believe there's going to be a flag on the 49ers. Romeo, he landed really, really badly. Hopefully it's just got the wind knocked out of him. So it is going to be on the 49ers. Almost an amazing catch by Romeo with a guy literally pulling at his arm. So the Packers will get an automatic first down at the 1, but the bigger thing to worry about is to see if Romeo is okay. I could tell that they were asking him to move his arms to make sure, it wasn't a neck. And he was able to do that really relatively easily. So hopefully it's just got the wind knocked out of him. So the good news is Romeo is walking off the field very slowly with only a little bit of assistance. So that's a good sign. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Jacobs punching it in for the touchdown. Let's freaking go, man. Just a simple run to the left and then just powering his way all the way to the end zone, the final 2 yards. I think he was met at about the 2, maybe the 2.5 yard line, but then just kept the legs churning. Anita Lopez, what's going on? Let's go. I can't agree with you. I'm hoping the Packers are able to wipe the floor with the 49ers. But, if it becomes a blowout, I'll give the 49ers one touchdown in the fourth quarter. That's it. But how you doing, Anita? Glad to have you in the chat. And I'm right. Yeah, I agree, Dahlia. Hopefully it just got the wind knocked out of him a little bit, here and there. Chris, at least I'm honest, right? At least I'm honest. Also, congrats on your Dolphins getting a win, man. So, what do Dolphins fans say? Because we say "Go Pack, go." What's a Dolphinism that you guys do? Fins up. There we go. Let's go. Well, congrats on the win today, man, and fins up, baby. Fins up. All right, Matt. So we're still on commercial break here, but that was a heck of a. I can't say there was an amazing drive by the offense. I feel some penalties got them there. Obviously, the big interception in return by McKinney, but heck, hey man, we'll freaking take it. So Green Bay. Oh, actually, the extra point was good. So let me get that going. So it is 24-7 here. We got 4:28 left in the third quarter. So plenty of time to go. The kickers they're running. They're not even running when they're kicking it off. They're barely like a step or two away. So the field must be very, very slick. And Debo able to return it down to about the 25. Heck yeah, brother. No, absolutely. And just let's go, man. We got to finish this game off. So go Pack, go, baby. All right, we got 1st and 10. Ball is at the 26. Brandon Allen throwing it down the field. A wide open Jawan Jennings able to break a couple tackles, and he's going to be out across the 45 down to about the 46. That was a 20-yard gain. And just like I said at halftime, it's all right if you get the gain of 8 on the catch, but you cannot let them run for that extra yardage after the catch. You gotta minimize it, man. First and 10. It's going to be a single back in the backfield, play action, and another crazy catch by George Kittle down to the 32. It's a gain, I think, of about 24, nearly 25. So literally in the last two plays, the 49ers have gone from their own 26 to the Packers' 32. And they've barely taken any time off the clock. It's like, come on, man, you gotta force this team to eat up the clock if they want to score. So 1st and 10. It's gonna be a handoff up the middle, missed tackles, and Christian McCaffrey able to make it to the 31. Gain of 2. Ball just shy of the 30. Quick snap, play action, and Allen forced to throw it out of bounds with a lot of pressure coming in his face. Well, the good news is Romeo is seemingly walking perfectly fine, but he is heading into the locker room. So it doesn't seem to be like a neck injury or anything severe, so that's a good sign. They might be just checking him for a concussion, though. 3 receivers to the right. Quick throw and unable to get it to number 82. That is the backup tight end. Looks like he slipped on the field, so that messed up the timing. And it'll be 4th and 7. Ball was nearly intercepted. I think if McKinney was expecting it, he could have gotten his 2nd interception and his 8th of the season. All right, so they're going to be settling for a 40-yard field goal here by Jake Moody. Kick is just inside the left upright. All right, so good job by the defense here, holding up. Now that Packers offense just needs to be able to string another drive together, man. So the one thing I'm hoping to see, especially with Romeo out, is the inclusion of Jayden Reed a little bit more. I think he's been a phenomenal player. He's been usually used more as a kind of like a diversion the last couple of weeks, the last actually handful of weeks. But I'm hoping he's gonna be able to get something going, man, because he looks so dang good when the ball is in his hands. It's unquestioned when he is playing well, the Packers do well. They are looking better than before. Oh no, for sure, absolutely. I feel like the penalties have gone down a little bit more. They're still getting them, but nowhere near the volume that they were before. Dude, I remember the first 3 or 4 games, they were near. I think they were averaging nearly 10 or 11 penalties per game. I think it's down now more to, 3 to maybe 5, which is still a little bit too much, but it's significantly better. All right, the kick is up, and it's going to go out the back of the end zone. So Green Bay will get the ball at the 30 here. So apparently Jacobs has 14 broken tackles and 56 yards off of those after contact. It's wild. So 3rd and 10, a single receiver to the right, 2 receivers stacked up on the left. Bo Melton in motion to the right, play action. Throw, and he is nearly intercepted, trying to force it to Christian Watson down the field. So Matt LaFleur tends to do this at least once, almost every game. He always has a drive that the play calling drives me insane. And he's acknowledged it. I can't remember what game. It was within the last 3 weeks. I think it was against Arizona. He acknowledged it. He's like, yeah, it was a bad time to call those kinds of plays. And Emmanuel Wilson up the middle break. And ooh, nice gain of 6, almost 7 there. All right, so we got 2 injury updates here. Romeo Doubs is out with a head injury, and then we also have there was a personal foul on Chris Brooks, the running back for the Packers. So that's going to cost Green Bay a lot of yardage on this one. But also, Jacobs is also in the locker room, and he is questionable to return. So that's 2 massive pieces of this offense. So we got 2nd and 25 now. Jordan trying to buy some time, throwing it over the top and incomplete. Trying to get it to Dontavian Wicks. It looks like that ball just kind of sailed on Jordan. And I've actually failed to mention it, but there's a familiar face on the defense here for San Francisco. If you recognize the dreads, that is correct. We have DeAndre Campbell, our former All-Pro linebacker for the Packers. And Jordan's going to dump it underneath, and Chris Brooks able to get about 15 of the 25 yards that we needed, but it will be 4th down. And the punt is away here. Great punt. It's going to be just inside the 15. It's going to be to the 25. And it'll be to the 30, but there is a late flag here. think it might be on San Francisco again here. Well, we got good news. We see Jacobs running back from the locker room. And it is going to be on San Francisco, so that'll wipe away what looked like a really solid return. So we'll see where they'll spot the ball here. Probably going to be somewhere inside the 15, I would assume. Mm. So quickly looking around the league at the late afternoon games, we have the Broncos with a little under 90 minutes left in the game, up 19-16 over the Raiders. Cardinals are currently trailing with the almost the entire fourth quarter left to go. They're down 3-13, so that offense has just not been there today. And then obviously 10-24 here in Lambeau Field. So this will be back actually at the 21. So 1st and 10. And it's going to be down the field and incomplete. Trying to get it to Connolly. Yeah, that was a good no call there. Very late blitz there by the Packers, but it did get the ball out a little bit sooner than you probably would have liked. So we got 2nd and 10. Single back in the backfield. I'm expecting a run or play action here. Nope, it's going to be a toss to the right. And McCaffrey being able to be taken down for a loss. All right, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter as we head to the final quarter. I mean, So far, it's been a solid game for the Packers. I think their offense would not say that they've been perfect. I think they've definitely left some points and yardage on the field. But all they got to do is just finish it off, man. Just finish this off. Get to 8-3. You know, you're 1.5 games behind the Vikings with a chance to beat them to make it a little bit square. But then you really gotta have some momentum heading into that second matchup against the Lions on Thanksgiving. So you gotta find ways to be able to just finish this team off, finish them off, and then worry about the team that is ahead of you. I'll be right back. But yeah, just finish off the 49ers, knock them back underneath 500, and then just get ready for a battle because it's gonna be a short week as well. Playing on Thursday, and then Packers are kind of lucky that they don't unlucky a little bit because they play the next Thursday night game, so they only get 7 games to kind of rest. So we got 3rd and 11 coming up here. Pressure. Allen needing to move, and he's going to be incomplete. It'll be 4th and 11. Absolutely nothing going on. Let's freaking go, man. This defense has played a lot better in this second half. Even though they only gave up 7 points in the first half, they just looked like they've been able to get a little bit more pressure. Brandon Allen does not look comfortable. It's a good punt. And it's going to be caught at 25. And Reed able to stay on his feet. And he's going to be out across the 35 down to about the 37. All right, we got 1st and 10, ball at the 37. Wicks in motion, and it's going to be a handoff to Jacobs down to about the 41, gain of 5. With that last run, that gives Jacobs over 100 yards on the day. That is the first time this defense has given up 100 yards to a single player in 55 games. 2nd and 5, another handoff. Jacobs fighting forward, gonna get about 2 there. All right, we got 3 receivers on the right side. Looks like there might be some pressure coming at Jordan Love here. And Jordan going to be sacked. And that ball nearly fumbled there. Thankfully, Jordan was able to get back on it. And it'll be fair caught at the 10-yard line. Good punt. Heck of a punt there. All right, so back-to-back disappointing drives for the Packers offense. Jordan Love has not had a whole lot of success when it comes to getting the ball down the field. He is just 9 of 19. And you can kind of feel it, man. You can feel that the passing game is not where it should be. Still very herky-jerky. You know, it's very predicated on getting the big play down the field. And when they don't, it's very... it's either feast or famine, and right now it's been mostly famine. All right, looks like we are coming back from commercial break here. All right, we got 12:37 left in this game. I feel like if the Packers can at least score one more touchdown, I think it's going to be a pretty secure game, but we got to stop them first. There's a flag on the field. Let's see. I think it might be on San Francisco on that one. It might have been a false start. Nope. Never mind. It's going to be on the Packers. I can already tell. That was Kenny Clark being way too overzealous. So that'll move the ball to the 15 now. 1st and 5. All right, we got 2 receivers on the right side here. And Allen slipping. Fumble. It's picked up by the Packers at the 16-yard line. Freaking phenomenal job, man. I don't know who got there. I'm trying to see. I know Kenny Clark was able to get the ball. Was that Lucas Van Ness? And it was. There we go. Van Ness able to fight off 2 guys. And thankfully for him, Brandon Allen actually slipped. So he had to kind of gather himself for like a second and a half or 2. And then Van Ness just able to get his helmet on the ball. Big freaking play. There we go, man. Hopefully that is something that he can just build off of, man. So far this season has been underwhelming for him individually, as well as basically the whole pass rushing section of the Packers defense. All right, so we got 1st and 10, ball at the 16-yard line. Wicks in motion, play action, and it's going to dump it down to Kraft, who dives forward all the way to the 1. Dude, Kraft flew. I think he jumped from like the 8 or the 7. And then just landed right on at the 1-yard line. So big first down. And the Packers are literally a yard away from potentially putting this game out of reach. Potentially. 1st and goal. And Jacobs able to fall forward. It's going to be very close. He definitely got positive yardage. Oh, that's a touchdown. That is 100%. Oh, no. Wait, hold on. Right there. It's literally going to be I'm talking about inches here, man. This one, just do a QB sneak. Just punch it in. And Green Bay will use a timeout here, trying to avoid a delay of game penalty. Yeah, Jacobs knows, man. He was so close. So close. But let's not mess around. Let's just do a QB sneak on second and goal. If you get it, great. If you don't, the odds of you losing any more than like half a yard is very minimal. After that, you can dial something up more traditional on 3rd down. And they're going to hand it off to Jacobs, and he's going to get in to the end zone for his 3rd touchdown of the day. Kick is up, and it is good. The Packers have made it a 21-point lead, the biggest of the game. But we still got 10:59 left in this game. I can't tell if it's starting to snow or it's raining, but it looks like the snow is starting to fall here in Lambeau. Oh man, if we get another snow game like we did on Thursday night, I'll be so happy. All right, the 49ers will start with the ball at the 30-yard line. Quick throw to McCaffrey, who was able to get some blockers, and it's going to be some big yardage out across the 50. The ball did come out here, but we'll see if it was even recovered, and they're saying it is. They're saying the Packers able to force a fumble. No way. Oh my God, they did. Christian McCaffrey, as he was going down to the ground, got the ball punched out by Keyshawn Nixon. Freaking told you, man. Keyshawn. Inconsistent, but man, the guy just seems to make plays. Oh man, it is not the 49ers' day. That is their third turnover. They have apparently missed 20 tackles, and their penalty yardage is just insane, at least in terms of what it's taken away. All right, we're going to see the Packers offense back on the field. Two tight ends in motion to the right. Bo Melton in motion. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and Emmanuel Wilson loses a yard on the play. You got to give it to Jeff Hafley, man. He has looked. This defense has looked pretty consistent for most of the year. We got 2nd and 11, single receiver to the right. Bo Melton with an orbit motion, play action. Down the field, wide open is Dontavian Wicks out across the 40, down to the 35, and going to take it to the 32. Oh, nice. Just a nice deep in route by Wicks, wide open. The tight end over the middle, I think that was Fitzpatrick, basically clearing out the linebacker with a nice corner route. Gave Wicks all the room that he needed. So 1st and 10, ball at the 32, single back in the backfield. We got a little bit of a jumbo set here. And Brooks able to muscle his way just inside the 30. All right, we got Fitzpatrick in motion to the left. Quick throw, beautiful window. And that is going to be to Heath for a gain of about 10 or 11. That's a first down for the Packers. Dude, that was a tight window for Jordan. But Malik Heath had some strong hands. That ball was coming out hot. And then made some yardage after the catch. The offense is eating the time. Oh, heck yeah. No, they've been, the Packers' time of possession has been just insane in this one. And it's going to be another handoff up the middle. Brooks able to get to the 15, gain of 3. And we are officially halfway through this fourth quarter. We're 7:25 and rolling. Three receivers to the left. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. And Brooks running hard, gaining an extra 4 yards on that one, I believe. Yeah, barely. He's barely on the team. And we got Heath in motion, and it's going to be a handoff. Brooks able to bounce it out. It's going to be very close. I think he's going to be just shy of the first down. All right, the Packers are staying out on the field instead of just kicking a field goal and making it 24 points. It would still be a 3 possession game regardless if they do or do not make it, but you know. And Jordan pushing it with a QB sneak. Great initial stop by the 49ers, but that just too much beef in there, man. And the Packers get the first down. And take the snap. And Emmanuel Wilson able to get it inside the 5 down to about the 4, maybe the 3. It's always good to see the love shove coming through. All right, second and goal, ball at the 3-yard line. Single receiver to the left. Quick throw, and it's going to be a touchdown to Malik Heath. Jordan Love with a nice little jump ball basically there. You see that's a pass that you see all the time. They used to see all the time with Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, you know, Jordy Nelson. Just one of those where you just throw it up there, put it in the right spot, and have your guy just attack it. Just making sure that he actually got both feet in bounds, and he did. And the extra point is up, and it's right down the middle, and the Packers are officially running away with this one, if it wasn't already clear. Let's freaking go! Man, feels so good, man. Feels so good. Once I heard Purdy and Bosa were out, I was like, all right, should be a good win for the Packers. But man, you just never know, man. You just never know. And it looks like that ball might have had some significance because the referees were calling for Malik Heath to give the ball away, but Matt LaFleur was like, nope, nope. Took that ball and gave it to trying to see who was like one of the guys that had been there for a long time. So that ball must have been significant to somebody. Plus, Matt LaFleur loves giving out some game balls, man. He usually gives out 3, maybe 4 per game. All right, we got 2 receivers stacked up on the left. Shotgun for the 49ers, ball at the 30. Quick throw. Nope. Has to tuck it in, and it'll be incomplete. Trying to get it to Jordan Mason. Just a lot of great coverage, man. Some pressure there as well. Also, you're about to see a lot of guys that you don't really see a whole lot, like the safety Anderson, who is usually a special teamer. So you're gonna see a lot of young guys, a lot of special teamers coming on this defensive. Oh, and that ball is incomplete. Nearly it pops up in the air, but nobody there to get it. So we got 3rd and 10. And they hit Debo right in the hands, but unable to haul it in. I think that's the second time that's gone through Debo's hands today. The first one, I think it was on the McKinney interception over the middle. All right, quick throw to Mason, and he's going to be taken down after a gain of 5. So 4th and 5 coming up for San Fran. We got just under 4 minutes left in this game. All right, can the Packers defense bow up one more time and get a turnover on downs? Honestly, it would be nice to see Malik Willis coming into this game, because I feel like the offense would still function relatively well. And it's going to be caught, but he's going to be taken down short of the first down, and that is the rookie safety Evan Williams out of Oregon with a great tackle on, I think that was Jawan Jennings. So that will be a turnover on downs, and we're going to see the Packers offense take over in San Fran territory. And that's what I was just talking about, man. Allow the catch. Don't give up any positive yardage after the catch. And I'm not taking credit for the idea of that. That's always just a good thing to do, but that's what this Packers defense needed to do. And they did it on the second half. It's going to be a run up the middle, gain of 1, maybe 2. And we see Malik Willis. So it's good to see that guy. Single back in the backfield, receiver in motion to the left. And Brooks, no, that's Emmanuel Wilson weaving his way for a gain of about 7, maybe 6.5, actually. I think it's going to be 3rd and 2 coming up. So it wasn't the cleanest game by Jordan, but no interceptions. First time in a long time, we can say that. But there was also a lot of drops. So the drop by Watson could have easily been a touchdown, also of some big yardage. Jordan could have easily had his 3rd touchdown or 3 touchdowns, over 200 yards, you know. And we are hitting the 2-minute warning. We are just a few seconds away, or a few snaps away from this game being over. And what a freaking game, man. So this is the type of game that you would want to have coming into the Detroit Lions game. It's going to be, oh man, that game is going to be freaking fun, man. Hopefully it's a little bit closer than the last one. Hopefully it's similar to what we did to them last year, where the expectations were low, not sure if we're going to, and then we just come in there and we just dominate them. And that's what I'm hoping for, man. All right, looks like we are coming back from the commercial break here. Should be about 3rd and 2 coming up. So the Packers need to get a first down. And after that, they should be able to just take a couple knees and then get this game out of here. All right, San Francisco basically just selling out on the run. And Wilson not going to be able to get it. I think he got basically back to the line of scrimmage. And the Packers offense will stay on the field here on 4th and 2. This would have been a 48-yard field goal. And the run up the middle is going to be stopped after a gain of 1. So turnover on downs by the Packers offense. Come on, throw the ball with Malik. I'm not saying we have to score, but come on. All right, we got 1:13 left. Hopefully these guys can rest for 3 days and shortly. Oh yeah, no, especially on a even on a Thursday night game. There's basically no actual like physical practice. It's mostly just film study. So 1st and 10, ball at the 29. It's going to be a toss over the middle with Mason, and that goes nowhere. Another toss up the middle here, and Mason going to be taken down for a loss. He fumbles the ball, but it is recovered by the 49ers. And that'll be the final play of the game. Against the Dolphins, I think you have viewers that are Dolphins fans. Absolutely. Got Chris, man. Chris is a big Dolphins fan. Yeah, now for some reason I kept on saying the Lions on Thanksgiving. I was thinking because I know they play them on Thursday. Unfortunately, that's on Thursday Prime in 2 weeks. So my bad, guys. We play the Dolphins next week. I'm gonna be so torn a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be a little bit torn, but not that torn. Packers are gonna win. Let's go. We're gonna have sushi for Thanksgiving, baby. Sorry, Chris. But don't worry. After that, you guys can win everything, the rest of the way, except for the Super Bowl. If we meet you in the Super Bowl, then it's the Packers again. But yeah, yeah, that's right. They do play the Lions on Thursday, but it's just not for it's not for Thanksgiving. So we got Miami, then Detroit, then Seattle. All right, man. All right, baby. It's gonna be a good one. So that is the end of this game, guys. What a freaking game for the Packers to be able to kind of get some some momentum heading into a stretch where they're just going to be playing basically on Thursday for the next 2 weeks. They play 3 days from now on Thanksgiving against the Dolphins, and then you play again. They play again on Thursday in a week against the Lions. The reason I was thinking that they were playing the Lions is, has it always been Miami on Thanksgiving? I could have sworn that was so that was the Cowboys, the Lions, and I'm trying to think of another team that plays exclusively on Thanksgiving. Hmm, interesting. But regardless, man, this was a heck of a game. Great to finally see the Packers being able to take care of business against San Fran. Granted, when it comes to the regular season, the Packers do have the most success against San Fran. I think even when Rodgers was here, I think they were like 3-1, 3-2, or something like that, 4-2. But it's the playoffs where the 49ers tend to have our number at this point. So hopefully this loss, dropping them to 5-6, maybe it'll get them out of the playoff picture, and it'll be a smooth sailing for Green Bay, right? But yeah, man, this was a fun game. I wish it would have been a little bit closer, just a little bit, because I feel like, I think having Bosa out, having Trent Williams, having Purdy out, I just don't feel like it's the same feeling of gratification if we would have beaten those guys when they were healthy. But a win is a win, and the Green Bay Packers are 8-3. Remember, last year this team was 9-8. So they are one win away from matching what they did last year, and they still have plenty of games left. They got 6 more, and yeah, man, they have an opportunity to beat the Lions and the Vikings to avenge some of those early division losses. And on top of that, we still got the Bears one more time. So the Packers have a great opportunity to go 4-2 in the division and potentially kind of fight for that second seed there. It's going to be tough, but they do have an opportunity, man. They just got to beat the Vikings and hope that they lose a couple games here down the stretch. And on top of that, man, I think they also play. Let me see here. Who else do they play the rest of the way? The Saints and Minnesota, Chicago. So yeah, man, the Saints. It's another team that could pose a challenge for them, but hopefully it's an easy win for the Packers. But yeah, that is going to be it for me, guys. Thank you so much to everybody that popped in. Once again, Dahlia, always there. Andrew, thank you for popping in, buddy. Anita Lopez, she came in for a little bit here. I'm sorry your 49ers couldn't get the job done here, but keep it. Trust me, they're gonna be in games as long as they get those guys back healthy. I doubt this is gonna be the way that the 49ers season is gonna go. They're a tough team. They're well coached. They got talent. Right now, the Packers just were able to kind of capitalize on some big turnovers, and they were able to minimize their mistakes. Shout out to Chris. Chris, we'll see you next week, man. All right. And then, yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. It was a fun game, and we're going to be ready for Sunday night. So I'll see you guys in a few hours, and have a good one. Thank you so much.